Hey, what's up guys? Phoenix from Rise Again Vintage here, back with another collection video. And on this week's episode, we got the homie Mike from Digs4Fire here. One we've been wanting to do for a long time. We finally, schedules came together and we're ready to do it, man. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Definitely. So just a couple questions before we get into it. When did you start collecting?
About 10 years ago.
Okay.
I'd say. Just got into it, started thrifting for myself mainly.
Yeah.
So grew up poor as hell.
Yeah.
So live right by the thrift store. So I go up there like once a week.
Yeah.
See what's up there. Started selling what I couldn't fit. Just kind of went from there.
Like snowball from there for sure.
Snowball.
What was when you were thrifting, like for yourself, were you looking for like the things that you collect now, or is it something different back then?
Basically what I collect now.
Yeah.
I've always been into like Metallica shirts or like Smashing Pumpkin shirts. That's kind of the thing I love the most about it.
For sure. Yeah, and so the one thing I noticed, like for sure band tees and everything, but I do see some different miscellaneous stuff that we'll get into.
Right.
But before we get into that, I did want to talk about your name, Digs4Fire.
Right.
A lot of people don't understand where the name came from. I know we've had a conversation on it before, but tell the people where you kind of got that name from.
Huge Pixies fan from way back. They got a song Dig4Fire, and I had it stuck in my head one day at the bins. I'm like, I'm digging for fire.
Yeah.
I was like, I
So
actually am. I am
name.
digging for fire. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, I had a different name on IG back then. I was like, man, time to change it up.
Yeah, for sure. Awesome. Yeah. Well, we want to thank you for coming on, man. Definitely appreciate it. So without further ado, man, let's get into the collection. All right, man. So get into your collection here. Definitely got a lot of T-shirts. Can't wait to see them. So what are we looking at?
Well, first here we got some art shirts. Got the MC Escher all over print. Shout out Izzy from DSM
Stash. Yeah, shout out Izzy.
Yeah, bought this off her
Nice.
at the Culture Shock. You got another one. Another pretty basic. This one's it's Boris Vallejo.
That's crazy.
Got a few posters of him at home.
Yeah.
Doesn't really fit, but
it's like it's kind of like a collector's piece. You know what I mean? You gotta have that sometimes if they don't fit, but the graphics dope.
Right. It's a gold shirt, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll lose some weight.
Just put it up, hang it up, and look at it.
Right. Got another one here. Beavis and Butthead, 1992. Shout out Chameleon Skin Clothing.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
the,
that says
the Touch of Gold.
Yeah, the Touch of Gold.
Pretty sick.
Were you a big Beavis and Butthead fan?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Die Hard. Watched every episode. Basic Harley Davidson single stitch. It's like a 1988. I
Yeah,
think.
that's nice.
This one's interesting.
Big smiley with the gun.
The bullet hole
Yeah.
in the back shot.
That's crazy.
Right, got that at the bins.
Are you big into, because I know we've talked before about the bins and your name, of course, with Digs4Fire. Do you go just strictly on bins now, or do you go to the rack still?
I don't ever go to the
No?
racks. Just bins.
What's the is it just because you found more heat at the bins, or is it just the actual like going to racks versus like just going to chill out at the bins?
I gotta say the racks hurt my arms, man.
Yeah.
You go through that whole store
Just keep
with
going.
the racks, man. My shoulders be hurting.
It's a workout for real, like
Right.
the biceps, man. Like.
And the bins, I don't know. There's time to relax between
Yeah.
sets, and I don't know. Just like there's a culture to it.
Yeah,
I think,
for sure. And like I know we were talking about that off like the camera, is like how the bins have changed like over the past couple of years, and like it's like a community now. Like
For sure.
like people ask, so you get in there, it's like, oh hey, like we're all neighbors and shit. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can tell like if somebody's been there now. Like
Yeah.
Like, oh, they've been here.
And some new guy comes in and everyone's like, who the fuck's this?
There's a new person every week.
Yeah, for sure.
Like. But yeah, strictly the bins.
Yeah.
I used to go to the racks. Like I got some in here that I found at racks.
Yeah, but now it's just bins.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I found this at the racks. It's I don't remember what year it is.
Joker.
It's like early 90s.
Yeah.
Pretty iconic shirt.
It's crazy. It looks like it was the Killing Joke kind of scene from there.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, it's one of my favorites. Do both of these. The same Korn, Follow the Leader.
Nice.
Giant tag. This is it's one that means kind of a lot to me. I mean, not too many people are into Korn, but like this is what I grew up on.
Yeah.
Like that's my shit.
Just takes you back.
Right. Brings me back to the late 90s, being a poor ass kid. Do another couple here. It's Misfits on the both are on the cinder block, so like early 2000s. But the fade.
Yeah.
Like this is one that I bought myself, like from the store.
From the store, brand new. That's crazy. What store did you get it from?
Shoot, where did I even get it? I want to say J.C. Penney, maybe.
J.C. Penney, nice.
Yeah, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had this for longer, and I've been with my wife.
That one's sick too. 'Cause you don't see that
this
too
one I got at Rat's Underground Records. Shout out Rat. Got a lot from him.
Nice. Damn, the J.C. Penney Misfits.
Right?
Like that's wild to see.
They used to sell some good ones back in the day, and not like the printed on
the
tag,
athletic fit, like just all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And this Soundgarden, super unknown on the
Fruit of the Loom.
Fruit of the Loom.
What's your favorite tag?
Fruit of the Loom tag. Yeah, this tag's got to be my favorite. Like I got a few in here, and it's all fit.
So just the fit.
The fit. Yeah. Like I'm a bigger guy.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Gotta cover my moves.
Yeah, bro. I get you, bro. Fruit of the Loom, like that's the same with me.
Right.
For me, it's Fruit of the Loom, or there's this one. I think it's Town Champ.
Okay.
Like that.
Yeah, I got some of those.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I get you. You gotta hide.
Right.
That's sick though.
Yeah, glow in the dark too.
Oh, really?
Got two of them. The other one's pretty faded. Decided not to bring.
Yeah.
I had to cut back on the shirts I brought today. Alice in Chains, 93 Europe tour.
Nice.
This is one of my all-time
crazy.
It's got the Sick Man with the little bit of extras on it.
That's so crazy.
Single stitch, yeah, and it has like the European tour dates on the back.
All the crazy places.
Yeah.
Love that on the back there.
Yeah.
Just that curve right there. You want to show that real quick?
Right.
Like that curve.
Kind of like the Alice in Wonderland style. Pretty sick. Couple Jane's Addictions here. Got 97.
It's a beautiful fade on that, man.
And 1990.
Nice.
On the Brockham.
On the older Brockham.
Yeah, then this one's on a Giant. But yeah, this one, the back of it, it's probably the best part.
Yeah, that's sick. How do you feel about fades on T-shirts? Are you a big fan of them? Because I know you got some people that are like them brand new, but do you like fades, like distressing things like that?
I like it all.
Yeah.
Personally, if I'm gonna buy a shirt, I want it newer.
Yeah.
That way it'll last longer.
Yeah.
But like a good fade, that can't beat that.
For sure.
It's Limp Bizkit.
Yo.
This is actually one that not too many people fuck with.
Yeah.
But to me,
it's a good album.
Yeah,
man.
it's great. Just not Fred Durst.
Yeah. I mean, but he had his time,
Yeah. Marilyn Manson. This one right here was actually my dad's shirt.
Wow.
And when he passed away, I scoured his whole room because he had like Pantera and all this. Only one I could find. Means a lot to me. But not a big Marilyn Manson fan, but
the story behind it.
Right, yeah, it's my dad.
Sometimes it's like the story behind the t-shirts versus like the t-shirt itself, like where you got it, the person who had it.
Right, and I remember him wearing this when I was a kid, so now when I wear it, you know, it's like a piece of him.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Led Zeppelin, We're Your Overlords.
Nice.
Hammer of the Gods. Shout out 515
off
Vintage
camera, the homie
over here. Got a bunch in here from him. Yeah, sick. From the bins here locally.
Nice.
Had to have it.
That's the dope thing is like the local community like we were talking about, but also like
Right.
it's all local. Like we got a lot of local finds here, and then like other people local see it like you know, and buy them, and it's just dope that it stays within the city.
Right, it's one I've always wanted, and when he got it, I was like, hey, you know, let that go. Got some Stone Temple Pilots. Just some basic ones.
Nice.
Not anything too good, but then I got this one. This is local bin pickup.
I remember when you posted that, I was like, oh man, that's so sick.
Yeah, it's one of the best things out of there. One I've always wanted, and I couldn't believe that it was in the bins.
It's gotta be nice too to like pull, you know, some like a T-shirt or a graphic that you've always wanted, and not have to go on eBay and scour and like search and, you know, buy one off of there.
It's almost surreal because you've seen it so many times, and then when you see it like laying there, it's just like that can't be.
It's like you dream about moments like that, like just picking it up on a fresh bin.
Like it couldn't be here. Get that one. Where's the? Got some Weezer shirts in here somewhere, but here's one of them. 97 Weezer doing the hands. I think my wife usually wears this, but yeah,
you
pretty sick.
Into Weezer at all?
I wasn't. And I went to a Pixies and Weezer concert, and they just freaking tore it up.
They can perform. Like,
I was like, they're just showmen. And it really won me over, I gotta say.
Sometimes it's like you can listen to it like on the studio, like the albums and stuff, but then when you go see like a band like live, like it changes your perception on it for real.
They really put on a show. This one pretty sick. This is one I've had since it came out, like 01. I want to say I got this. Yeah. I got rid of it, got it back. But yeah, Strokes, one of my favorites. This one's pretty sick. Pavement, one of my favorite bands from the 90s. Their shirts are just super hard to find. And when they come up, they go for, you know, 2+.
That's the nice part is like getting some of those bands that like you don't see too often, and you know, graphics that you don't see too often either. Like it's nice to have those in the collection, and also when you get them, it's like I'm sure it's like a nice feeling too.
Because like I said, their shirts don't pop up, and then like it's like PV like amps, like guitar amps. They did it in that like font and style. But yeah, I was pretty stoked on that. Got a little Incubus. I mean, it's another band that, I mean, I think it's coming up. It's not really super vintage yet, but
it's getting to that. Are you starting to grab like some of those early 2000s?
Oh yeah, I've been like I had to
cut a store.
Yeah, I had to cut back on the stuff that I brought in because like I got a ton of like 02 like and up.
I mean, you think about it, it's it's 2020 now, so like that's all starting to.
It's 18 years old now, so I got some Pink Floyd's here. Nice. This is one I've had forever too. Like I got a picture of me and my wife when I met her. I was wearing this shirt, and then this. I've had this a couple different times. Pretty famous graphic, the '94 World Tour. Shout out 515 Vintage again on this one. Looking out for the funnies. Okay, I got this 90. I want to say 94.
It would, probably 94.
Yeah. Usually they have like a back graphic of some sort, like the Dookie tour or something.
Say like Dookie or Basket Case or like something crazy like that. That's crazy though.
The single stitch is just thrashed around there, but
still need that Green Day tee, man.
Right, it's still pretty cool.
I know, it's so sick.
This is a 95 Dead Kennedys. Pretty insane graphic.
That's wild.
Guys hanging, getting hit by a tree, or hanging from a tree, getting hit by a chair.
That's crazy.
Holiday in Cambodia. Got a steal on this on eBay.
It's a nice fade too.
Yeah, sick.
I'll rock 'em.
I got this and another Dead Kennedys. It's too small for me for $100, so $50 a piece.
Yeah. You look
Couldn't
at it
beat
that
it.
way. You keep the one that fits. You sell the other
yeah,
one.
and I sold that one for $200.
Yeah,
so like I made,
basically got that shirt
yeah, I got
free
it
plus
for,
profit.
Yeah. Bush razor blade suitcase.
Nice.
I mean the graphic is just
so
cool.
great.
It's just a huge razor blade.
Nice.
Like not too many people mess with Bush, but like I do.
Yeah.
It's sort of like it's nostalgic for
Well, that's
me.
the nice part about like, you know, your own collection or people's collections.
Right.
Like you get to collect like what you like, even if it's like something that maybe people don't listen to or it's what you listen to. So like Bush, Corn, you know.
Right, it's easier to come by now.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
they're
too.
like $30-$40,
Yeah.
you know.
It's got to be nice too, because it's not like the Nirvana tee that everyone's going after or things like that. So
And, you know, it's like the same type of era.
Yeah.
But it's just not as sought after.
yeah, for sure.
But this one's interesting. It's a Howlin' Wolf Smokestack Lightning. It's probably my favorite blues artist.
Yeah.
Just insane. The voice on him sounded like he ate gravel.
Yeah.
Like insane.
Amazing artist. My father's really big into blues, so like yeah, him,
Right.
Muddy Waters. There's a my grandma actually managed, you know, Buddy Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandma used to manage or like work for the company, record company with Buddy Guy and stuff. So like
Nice.
yeah, got a love for the blues, you know.
Awesome. Yeah, it's the only blue shirt I have. I figured
Yeah.
might as well
No,
be him.
it's sick.
Then getting into like my Sonic
Nice.
Youth here. I got the washing machine shirt on the European Screen
Wow.
Stars.
I don't think I've ever seen that tag before. That's crazy.
Yeah, I got this from a guy in the Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Like Ukraine on
Shout out my guy in the Ukraine.
Where they're like having a war there or whatever.
Yeah.
And I got this around that time, but yeah.
Guy said,
Sick.
"Forget the war, man. I need to sell this T-shirt." real
Right,
quick."
yeah, I paid $100 for it. I think they go for like 5 or
Wow.
6 now. Yeah. And then I got this one, the astronaut.
Nice.
Found this one at the bins. It's probably my best bins find, but unfortunately it was a large, so
Yeah.
I had to flip that one real quick and get the extra large of the same shirt. But it's my all-time favorite.
Yeah.
#1 grail I ever found at the bins. The back on that.
Yeah, the
it's
back's
just
sick.
insane. And then this one, it's a tour tee. Not really sure what tour, but the back on it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like the bootleg,
That looks like parking lot bootleg
Yeah.
kind of style.
the oval 90s graphic. I thought it was just sick.
Yeah.
I couldn't live without it.
And like an olive or more olive green. You don't see. Usually it's like black or white tees. So it's
Right.
like that. So it's dope too.
Right, I seen the white version of it.
Mhm.
It just wasn't as good. I didn't
Yeah.
think.
No.
Yeah, got that for like $100 on eBay.
Nice. Do you spend your late nights just on eBay, just scouring through
I'm
and
always
looking for?
on. Yeah, I got a problem.
There's so many T-shirts available. You know,
Yeah.
like it's just there, so it's like going through, and then you also sell on eBay, right?
Yeah.
So like you're either on there, you know, posting and stuff, and you're like, oh, why not go look at some stuff?
I'm like, oh, I sold something. Might as well put that money back into some shirts.
Do you justify that way? Like I think
Oh,
every
yeah.
vintage collector
Yeah.
does. Like, okay, I just sold this T-shirt. I can use that money to buy another T-shirt. I basically got it for free.
Right. I try to keep some money on
Yeah.
there just in case something pops up that
Yeah.
I can't live without.
For sure.
because I used to just blow through that
Mhm.
money and be like, oh, it's just extra money.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, how can I reinvest that
Yeah.
in some shirts?
For sure.
This is another one that's crazy. Like, I had to have it.
Wow.
Only cramped shirt I got, but like, it's the best.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Has a Poison Ivy. It's the Bikini Girls with Machine Guns
That's so
shirt.
crazy.
I mean, Poison Ivy is just fucking so hot. Like, she's 70
Yeah.
plus, and I'd still hit it. But yeah, 1990 tour, amazing graphics.
Nice.
Just had to have it. Now I'm Getting into these Smashing Pumpkins shirts now.
Nice lot of Smashing
Yeah.
Pumpkins shirt.
I mean, I got the 2000 tour tee. I think I paid $25 for that.
Nice.
2000 tour tee, or I mean 99 tour tee with the goat.
Yeah. It seems like once you get past, like, and you get to that late 90s, 2000s, you can get some Smashing Pumpkins tee for pretty good prices.
Yeah, like this tour and this tour,
Mhm.
that's what I'm mainly getting now.
Yeah.
Because they're so inexpensive at
Yeah.
the time, but like I see the prices,
Yeah.
they keep going up.
It's like a nice investment.
Right.
Wow, that one's...
And this one has the faces on
Yeah.
it. Doesn't have Jimmy on it because I think they kicked him out
Yeah.
for heroin abuse at the time. But
So
the back
crazy.
with the titty showing.
That's crazy.
I mean, she was like one of my first crushes
Yeah.
growing up. Like, I love Smashing Pumpkins, and she was so hot to me back then. I'm
Right.
like, I had to have it. Wife doesn't really care for it, but
It's
I
okay.
really like it.
Just stand in the front, you know, when you guys are walking around with the shirt.
I usually wear flannel with
Yeah.
it. But then I got this. It's from the same tour, the Adore tour,
Yeah.
with the tour dates on the
Nice.
back. Just
Are you a big Smashing Pumpkins fan?
yeah, them Pixies, Sonic Youth. That's my shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't. 90s alternative,
Yeah.
but yeah, we got some more here.
Of course,
This is if you got a Smashing Pumpkins t-shirt,
Yeah.
you gotta have this. The Melancholy, Infinite Sadness.
is that your favorite album from them?
No, I think I like Siamese Dream the
Yeah.
best, yeah. But yeah, that's obviously up there though. It's like when I got into them, I think.
Yeah.
Got this. It has like
Nice.
the Vegas font. It's a little short on me, but still gotta have it.
Looks like the font from, so I actually have the 1979 single cassette.
Okay,
and so on the
yeah.
front cover, they have kind of like that disco theme, you know,
Yeah.
everything from there.
Yeah, I think this might be actually
Yeah.
be for that.
Yeah. That's
It's
crazy.
kind of like a Vegas
Yeah.
print.
Love it.
96. I got this one. Made famous by Drake recently.
Yeah.
So the prices on these have went from like 50 to like 200.
What do you think about celebrities and wearing vintage and then
I mean-
kind of spiking a lot of the price? I know it's
I
like,
mean, it's-
as a collector, it's
yeah.
probably...
It's good for the price, but
Yeah.
like I feel like if they don't know anything about, they should just not wear
I don't feel like, I mean, and now, you know, music's music, and I just don't feel like
Right.
Drake really listens to Smashing
Yeah, I
Pumpkins
can't
like that.
picture him rolling,
Right.
listening to freaking Tonight or something. No, I mean it's good for the price on them, but then like people that don't have them like I do, like
Yeah.
they're trying to get them now. It's just
Yeah.
the price
Just
is
shy everything
crazy.
up. It's like the center check hoodie that Travis wore,
Right.
Travis Scott, and like went from a $30 to like $120 or something.
Right, which is nice because I find those at the bins quite
Yeah.
often. But yeah, and I found this at the bins. It's a Smashing Pumpkins Zero. Pretty iconic.
Nice.
Single stitch.
Love the sleeve hit on there too.
Yeah, you got the SP.
Yeah.
This one is pretty famous
Yeah.
too. I think fucking Fear of God or somebody did
Yeah.
a rip off of
Yeah.
it. But yeah, so the prices on these are like they went from $100
Yeah.
to $500.
Which sucks because that's actually, yeah, that's personally that's a T-shirt I've been looking for a while, and
Yeah.
like it just completely up now. Like,
I just happened to go into Rat's Underground Records and he had it, and I was just like, "You made my year,
Right.
man!" Like, I can't believe you actually have this.
it's crazy.
Grail, all time. That and get this one,
Nice.
which is it's a weird print
Yeah.
with all the the barcodes.
And the
on
barcodes
the
into the
heads.
face of this is
Yeah,
crazy.
and then on the back it says "Leave me alone," which I dig. You know,
Yeah.
I have kids. Just like read my shirt.
Just read the shirt.
Another Infinite Sadness tour. It's pretty iconic
Yeah.
one. A lot of people have this.
Just just all the tour.
Yeah.
Think about how many dates like they had to go to, and like just back to back to back. Like that's a true.
Right, and they just kept adding dates
Yeah.
too, because I've seen other like versions where it's just even more dates. Like they just kept going. Probably one of their longest tours.
Yeah.
And I got it's one of the soft tees.
It's a good tag.
Single stitch. And then moving into the Siamese Dream era stuff. We got the Red Heart.
Nice.
Which is, you know,
It's just like
just like this one, but different tour, different album. I actually just got this today in the mail, so I haven't even had a chance to wear
Nice.
it or anything.
So you're just still looking at it.
Yeah, pretty stoked to have it.
Nice.
Same tour, the Siamese Dream, Just Say Maybe on the back, on the giant.
They have some of it's either like, you know, simple, but it's still like a really sick graphic, or they just go like completely crazy, like somebody like to Leave Me Alone. Like it's very like it's very like one or the other.
It's like a star,
Yeah.
or then you get like
Then you go into this.
like what is that?
Yeah.
It's like a wizard,
voodoo, I don't know. Yeah. That's
Still
wild.
cool as shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think I got this for like 40 a few years back. Now it's like 200.
I feel like I mean over time, but then also like I feel like people are just starting to notice, like, you know, you have a lot of new people that get into Smashing Pumpkins and stuff. Maybe
Right.
I don't know. It's interesting to see though. Just
Right.
a lot of the T-shirts that you would see before just skyrocket. Like I don't know if it's more people getting into the game and they're looking for stuff, or I mean, how do you feel about that?
I mean, I like that they're getting more fans if that's the case, but
Yeah.
if they're just like hype beasts about it,
Yeah.
they can fuck off.
Yeah.
Then I got this. This is probably my oldest one of theirs. It's a 92, so
Nice.
Gish era. It says this, serve yourself.
Nice.
It usually has something weird to say on the back
Yeah.
there. And then it's like, I don't even know, is that a sperm?
Right.
Sperm shooting into space.
Well, if you look at it,
Right, it's just...
I'm gonna have to blur that one out for YouTube.
Condom head here. I don't know, it's
Nice.
weird. But yeah, had to have it.
I'd love to meet like the artist who like creates a lot of like bands, you know, merch and everything.
Right.
Like that's just
Yeah, the artist that did this, he did a lemon head shirt with like a cow on it.
that's crazy.
Yeah, very similar. And that's it for the Smashing Pumpkins.
Nice.
I got a couple Butthole Surfers.
It's one of my favorite band names.
Yeah, Craziness. The Don Rock Snake.
Nice.
The butthole on the back. And then just this one. I've always wanted
Yeah,
this one.
that
It's
one.
just so cool to me. Ended up getting a steal on both of these.
Nice. Now, do you only collect, you know, band tees of bands you listen to, or are there any that you kind of grab that you're like, you know, don't listen to too often, or just don't listen to at all?
I mean, I like most of these I listen to, but then like I have some like Metallica, and I barely listen to them because like I've heard all their stuff just too much. Like on the radio, just kind
of played out.
Yeah, like I just don't listen to it, but like, you know, I'll jam to some every now and then.
Yeah, for sure.
I got some Nirvanas here. This is one that like a lot of people have. They're sitting on the bed. 96. The back hit on there.
Nice.
Some of them don't have that. And then the original 92.
And this one's tough because it's one of their most like overused, like
Yeah.
reproduced. And so why don't you tell like some of the people how you kind of can tell like maybe like if it's like a original piece versus like some of the reproduction ones.
Right. This one right here is probably like mid 90s.
Yeah.
But it says 92.
Yeah.
But then there's ones that are like 2010.
Yeah, and they still
say
say
they still
say
say 92, but they'll have like the skinny tag
Yeah,
or
for
something.
sure.
But this one right here is single stitch.
Yeah.
And like
on the all sport also.
Yeah, on the all sport, which
Yeah.
is, you know, a little bit older.
Mhm.
Like a buddy of mine,
Love
515
that
vintage,
bag. Hey.
off camera here. He has one. It's probably the original.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no date, I think. Craig.
Yeah. Love that cut back. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Flower sniffing, kitty pet, and baby kissing, corporate rock horse. Like that's just.
Like this is just like I had to have this one.
Yeah.
It's just too iconic, you know. Then I got this one here. I've never seen anybody else have actually.
No, I've never seen that one before.
But it's single stitch
on the Hanes.
On the Hanes heavyweight, but like it's one you never see. I think I got it for like 140. Austin 515 vintage was like, dude, just get it.
Yeah. It's sometimes like you see a T-shirt and like it's something you never seen and stuff, and like you're thinking on the price. Like I think the best advice is just to grab it. You know,
Right.
like it's
Yeah, I couldn't beat the price. 140 for a single stitch Nirvana these days is it's pretty. Like you just can't beat that. That's it for the Nirvana. Getting into the Pearl Jam. I got a 93 tour tee, the window pane tour. Got this locally from Ozzy from the bins.
Oh, nice.
I traded him. I don't even remember what I traded him.
Did you find it at the bins or was it?
Yeah, he found that at the bins, and then I found Tracy Chapman.
Okay.
And like he's into stuff like that, and he was like, "Well, I'll trade you the Pearl Jam."
And you're like, "Okay."
Hell yeah, I'll trade it.
That's cool because it's like, you know, something he's really into,
Right.
and then like something you're really into.
And like Tracy Chapman.
Yeah, like to you, Tracy Chapman's like.
When are you gonna find that?
Yeah,
you know? Those shirts don't really pop up. No. Got this from the bins too.
Love that one.
From Casey, he found it, and I traded him Marilyn Manson, I want to say.
Nice.
But it's one I've always wanted.
I love that. Yeah.
The 9 out of 10 kids prefer crayons to guns. Like, yeah.
Some things really it kind of goes with today's time too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I got this one right here. Never seen this one before.
Never seen that one.
I saw it. I got it from Iowa Thrift. So shout out Iowa Thrift.
Shout out Pete.
Vice. Saw it on his Instagram feed. He went out to like Omaha.
Okay.
To the
Rag
house
dude. Yeah,
they had there for a while.
Yeah.
Saw he pulled this, and I had to have it.
It's crazy from the tie-dye to the graphic.
Right.
You don't really see like a black, silver, and it's always colorful too and
Right.
everything, and then just the one like purple hit right there.
On a single stitch. The only thing that was messed up, it was just, you know, had a big rip in it right here.
It's all good though. You know,
Had the old lady fix it.
Yeah, there you go. Shout out.
Shout out Jamie for fixing this. It's one of my favorites though.
Nice.
I also got this from Iowa Thrift.
Nice.
Traded him Pearl Jam and something else for this, which is the Foo Fighters' very first tour tee. It's when they did it with Tom Watt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see like Foo Fighters tees too often, and then when you do, it's usually post like their first tour, so
Right.
it's nice.
Yeah, this is their album hadn't even came out
Yeah.
yet with this one, so we're really like this is like right between like Nirvana
Mhm.
ending and Foo Fighters becoming a thing.
I think like his first or like their first album is so crazy because he did a lot of the the
Yeah,
instruments himself, and so like to like have a piece of that's really cool.
Yeah, just did the whole thing by
Yeah.
himself. Pretty insane. My favorite album of theirs by
Yeah.
far. Getting into the Pixies now. This one I've had several different times. It's just way too short for me.
Yeah. You just crop top it.
Yeah, my wife usually wears it.
Yeah.
But
It's nice to have in
the Trompe-l'Oeil
nice.
back. I don't really like the
It's starting
thick,
to
like it bunches up.
Sometimes with graphics, I've noticed that like they've started a bunch of the paint and everything. I don't know. Do you know any like ways to like maybe like?
I tried ironing
Yeah.
it and then like stretching it,
Yeah.
ironing it from the backside. But yeah, had a couple different tags.
Yeah.
I had the black Brockham. It didn't fit.
Yeah.
This one's too short.
Hopefully, eventually you'll find.
Right.
You can always try stretching it, but I'm always afraid to do that too. I don't know. I know a lot of people do it, but
Yeah, I do it.
What's your technique? Do you do like the soak and then like kind of
The hot water, I'll get in, I'll put it on and then I'll get into the shower with it on and then the hot water and just stretch the shit out of it while I'm in the shower with it. There's another one. It's a 89 Pixies Doolittle.
Nice.
Paid up for this. Don't really like it that much. Just the fit on it. I don't know. It's just a weird shirt. But yeah.
Is it hard to find Pixie shirts?
It is. Yeah. The ones that are online right now, they're like $250.
Yeah.
There's a couple that I do want. Like, I think that's what I'm gonna get some more of. This one with, I mean, this is probably their most iconic shirt. He's like naked on the ground with his thumb. It looks like his dick. I don't know. It's the strangest.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's probably, this one fits and like I wear it a lot. It's a 92 version. But I've seen like an 89 too. This one's a strange one. It's a Daisy Chainsaw. Not too many people know this band, but I do. Like, yeah, they were like an alternative band from England.
Okay.
Like the late 80s, early 90s. I looked forever for a shirt of theirs. Finally, like after 3 years of searching, finally one popped up for $12.99.
$12.99, nice.
Yeah, crazy like back graphic. But yeah, the singer was like mentally ill, and she wore like a dirty dress everywhere and like running around barefoot. Like they were really cool. But yeah, Daisy Chainsaw. Nice. Check them out. Got the Rage Against the Machines, the 92 Molotov cocktail on my favorite tag. Then I got the 96 Evil Empire.
It's the perfect time to have them. They're getting back together for Coachella.
Right. I can't even believe it. I never thought it'd happen. Hopefully they make some new music.
Yeah. Usually when bands get back together, they do the reunion tour too. So hopefully they come kind of close by. I heard, it's not official or nothing, but I heard Wu-Tang and Rage like talking about doing another one. That would be like... Yeah,
the one in 97 didn't go well, but...
Yeah, we'll see. This one now, you know, everyone's a little bit older.
Right, yeah, more mature.
Yeah.
We'll see. Got the 90, I think it's 91 Primus.
Nice.
I'm a huge Primus fan, but...
It's a dope t-shirt though.
I traded MC Escher for this to Chris, Vintage Cream, shout out Vintage Cream. On the like European style. It's got the backstage pass, the Winterland Rock Express. They have a couple different versions of these. The Mosquito guy doing a couple different things, but I like this one best.
Nice. Cool, man. Well, that's the end of rack one there.
Yeah.
Actually, I kind of want to do something here because we have a whole nother rack to go through. So what we're going to do next, I want you to pick out your top 5 from this rack, so rack 1, and we'll put it up here and talk about it and kind of why those are your top 5 and everything. So let's get into that then.
Okay. This is one of my top 5 favorites. Butthole Surfers, Don Rock, like, he's an amazing artist.
Yeah.
If you don't follow him on Instagram, I highly recommend it.
It's a good follow.
Right? Yeah. Like, he redoes a lot of his old shirts, and I actually sold him some blanks.
Oh, really?
So, yeah,
Nice.
that's pretty cool. One of my all-time favorite sales. Yeah, just the butthole on the back. But yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a couple different versions of it. The one that he's like most proud of, it has like color in the letters, and this is supposed to be green, but I had to have it. Got a steal on eBay for it. All time. It's one of the ones I've always wanted. This one, my all-time favorite, probably shirt ever. Never thought I'd own it. Found it in the bins.
Yeah.
Size large.
Owned it twice pretty much now.
Yeah, sold that one, took the money, and bought another one. But yeah, my son was like, "Oh, I hope you find it in the bins." I swear it was like a week later I
Nice.
found it. I was like, "You need to be wishing that more
Right.
often."
I hope you found a band so you can just keep on
Right.
finding.
Just one I never thought I'd own.
Yeah.
So. And then this one right here, '96 Nirvana. I mean, it's nothing special, but I found it at the bins.
Yeah.
Like, you can't beat that.
No.
Like, I didn't have to pay, you know.
Crazy price.
Yeah, I think like 140, 200
Yeah.
days go for now. And like, I had this shirt when I was a kid too,
Yeah.
so.
It's like, nice to have again.
Right. Nostalgic
Yeah.
too. And then this one, it's one that my friend had growing up, and he would never like come off of. I'm like, well, when are you gonna sell me that? And then like years went by, and then I saw the prices on them, and it was crazy. And went into the record store here locally, and they had it, $50. So couldn't beat that. One of my all-time favorites.
That one.
And then this one, Cramps. It's like top 5 band of mine. And then like
The graphics.
graphic.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's just insane. Love her.
Nice. For sure. That's the top 5 from rack 1.
Right.
All right, so definitely some really great ones in there. We got the second rack here we're going to get into. Lots of, I already see a couple of Grateful Dead tees we'll talk about for sure, but let's get into rack 2. All right, man, so rack 2, we got some heat in this rack, but let's see what's going on in this one.
Okay. This one is it's like a 95 Sebadoh. Found this at the bins.
Nice.
Not too many people know them, but a couple guys one guy from Dinosaur Jr. left and started this
Oh, okay.
band. So, and then like Kurt Cobain used to wear some of their shirts. But yeah, it's thrashed.
But it looks so it's like simple, like little holes throughout, everywhere. Like it's not like one giant one or something like that. That's my favorite kind of thrash tees is like the little like hits of like holes throughout.
Right, and it's not something I'm gonna repair. Like,
Yeah.
It's barely noticeable.
Yeah.
But yeah, still really cool and rare.
Nice.
I got the 95 REM Monster Tour. It's like a bootleg, like parking lot tee
Nice.
style.
I love that back too.
Yeah, it's got
Little
the
dude just
little dude with the unibrow there. Like, I don't know who that's supposed to be, but yeah, one of my favorite albums of theirs. I've had several different tour tees from it, but it's the only one I have left. Then I got the it says 86, but it's a double stitch. But The Cure,
Yeah.
Boys Don't Cry.
Are you a big The Cure fan or?
I like their greatest hits type shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not like
Listen
deep
to
in
the
it.
deep
Yeah,
cuts and
I'm not
stuff.
in the deep cuts, but I appreciate
Yeah,
them.
for sure.
Then I got the it's like a 96 Veruca Salt. It's a chick band, but yeah,
It's all the power you need.
right.
Nice.
Got this on the low, so can't beat it. Got this from the bins from Ozzy. It's It's like one of his first finds.
Nice.
Made famous by Travis Scott, of course, but
I just love the old Apple stuff. Like there's the one that Chris had with which was the Yum, and then the one that Austin had too.
yeah.
The colors really pop on all their T-shirts.
Right, and this one's like nearly dead
Yeah,
stock. Like
like
it's barely been worn. And I might come off of it sometime, but yeah. More into the band tees, but this is pretty cool. Like,
it is.
Most people have something Apple these days.
Yeah.
Got the '94 Weezer. It's actually the fan club tee.
Nice.
Like you had to send, like if you got the CD in '94, you would send in, I don't know, was it 10, 15 bucks?
Nice.
Get this in return. It's got the little mascot guy in the back on my favorite tag.
The Fruit of the Loom.
But yeah.
Be funny to find the CD with like the inserts still
Right.
in there and like see what the fan club was all about.
Try to send it in. I want that shirt. Got the, like, this is my only Slipknot shirt. But like,
Iowa.
yeah, like this is the one to have.
Yeah.
Here in Iowa.
Especially, being from here and everything.
Right, yeah, it's hometown guys.
Yeah.
This is just, it's nostalgic to me. Like, I waited in line till midnight.
Wow.
Got the album, had it signed by Clown. I don't know, gave it away or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is definitely a must-have around here.
It's awesome.
Getting into the Metallica shirts now. Looks like
That one's wild.
yeah, this is crazy. Paid up for it.
Yeah, but
think
it's like worth it.
Yeah, I think I paid $150 plus or so. But it's got the Lollapalooza dates on the back with Soundgarden, Wu-Tang, Ramones, Rancid, Screaming Trees. Like, it's crazy. And then, like, even the second stage has some good stuff. Like, Ben Folds 5 on the second stage. Like, crazy.
That front graphic's crazy, too. The thing I love about the Lala tees is, like, like this one's sick, but like just in general, like a lot of them is like the design, but then on the back it's just the set list of like everybody that's on there. Like
I would have loved to be there. I think I was 10 at the time.
10-year-old going to law,
right,
just like fucking rocking out.
And here's another one. It's a '92 European tour with the Faces.
Nice.
Another one I got from Iowa Vintage. Shout out Iowa Vintage again. Like I'm sure I'll probably shout them out a couple more times here. This one, got this from the bins. Traded a guy I know, is kind of a crackhead. He usually calls me when he finds something good. He called me, he's like, oh, I got an old Metallica shirt. I got there, I was like, you gotta be kidding.
Yeah.
Like, this one is the one you found.
What was the trade?
Man, I think I traded him some Harley Davidson stuff.
Nice.
Man, he had no idea what it was.
Shout out that guy.
Shout out Greg and Petey at the bins.
They're watching this for sure.
Yeah. Save that one. Found this one at the bins. Found this myself. It's one of my older finds. Like when I first started going, that's what really got me into it, actually.
Yeah, you get that one T-shirt find at the bins, and it's like, oh, I gotta keep going every day.
Right, and I was working at the airport at the time, and I wore it to work, and my boss was a super hot chick. She's like, I like your shirt, and I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, it made me like it even more. So.
That's the airport hot boss shirt.
Right, yeah. Another bin find. 90, or I mean, it's probably an 80,
Nice.
88 Metallica and Justice for All on the Metallica tag.
Nice.
Got a couple of those Metallica tags. The Don't Tread on Me. Both of these are bin finds.
That's crazy. Same day or separate?
Not too far apart. I don't want to say a couple months apart, but they almost look like they'd be out of the same.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It's probably like I've always wanted to go in the back and just like
right.
look, like, you know what I mean? Because like you can see it in the like the window
yeah.
and everything, but I bet they like separate it out and then kind of just put shit everywhere. Because like I've seen shirts that you knew were from like someone's collection, like, and that's like one of them, and it's crazy it was that far apart.
Right, like when I found this, like a buddy of mine, Ozzy, he found what was it? Like a Danzig, and like the same bin that I went through, so like it was probably the same closet. Yeah. And then got another one. It's from Ben Fine. It's one of my older Ben Fines. It's a '88 Metallica, shortest straw, just super thin.
Yeah.
You can't really
paper thin.
Paper thin. But yeah, '88. It's pretty old. I think I was 2 that year.
Yeah. You see more of like the mid '90s or late '90s like Metallica's. You don't see the '80s too often.
Yeah, like I'd say like the Black Album.
Yeah.
The ones that pop up the most. But then I got this. It's a Master of Puppets tour tee on the Health Net.
Wow.
Like the Damage Inc. tour dates on it.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy. Too small for me. But maybe one day.
Yeah, those gold shirts.
Yeah,
man.
it
You
is,
look
totally.
at it, you put it up, got the treadmill going, you just hang in the t-shirt,
Right.
like you gotta earn it.
I got a problem with getting skinny, getting fat, so.
My goal is to get to like a vintage large, and then I get like sick, because like you
Right.
can find so many vintage large t-shirts. Like,
And then, like, if you wear a vintage large, like, you can fit the XLs
Yeah.
and just has
Yeah.
like a good like hang.
dude, that's the goal.
This a '98 Rob Zombie. Says Satan is my fucking co-pilot.
Nice.
The long
And a
sleeve,
long
with,
sleeve.
with the hits on the sleeve
Nice.
there. The pentagrams. Not a big Rob Zombie fan, but like I don't have very many long sleeves. And
Yeah.
with the pentagrams
That's
on the
just-
arm.
In the back too,
Right.
it's just like, why not?
Right. I dig like White Zombie, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Rob Zombie's kind of a tool. So.
I don't know. I have beef with him because I feel like he fucked up the Halloween franchise a little bit.
A little bit.
I mean, it was nice, but then when you started making Michael talk, I was like, I don't know about that in the second one. And like, he has like some weird dream or something. I don't know. But,
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan either.
Yeah.
But you know, his other movies.
Yeah, all the other movies are like really
House
good.
of Thousand Corpses.
Oh, for sure.
I dug all that.
Yeah.
And then getting into Queens of the Stone Age shirts. It's another band that not too many people are really after yet. But this is a '99 tour tee. Had this for years and years. I think I got it in '02. It's one of my first internet purchases.
Oh.
Like that's how old I've had that.
Do you remember what you got it on, eBay or? Was
I think eBay.
Yeah.
I got that, and then I won a 1983 Black Flag Slip It In tour tee for $13, and I didn't pay for it.
Oh my god.
And now they're like $900. Yeah. So that's one of my biggest regrets. It's like, why did I buy this and not that? Yeah. This is another one I got here locally. It's from a record store called Homer's back in the day.
Okay.
It used to be out on like 100th or something. But like the graphic, I couldn't pass it up.
Yeah, that's
it's
awesome.
like the sperm and the egg.
Yeah.
The chick just hanging out in the egg there. It's from their, it's probably their most famous album. It had Dave Grohl on drums on that. Like this is from like Rated R, and this is from Songs for the Dead.
Nice.
This is another one from Rated R, just basic on the giant tag.
Simple though. Like I love there's the chest and then on the back like.
And this is like the one like the band would have worn when, like the day it came out. This is what they were wearing.
Nice. It's always nice to learn like the history of that too. Like on some t-shirts,
Right.
It's like, oh, that's like like the one you just explained. Like it's dope to hear like the story behind it, or like if the band wore it and everything.
Right, yeah, they did like a record store day thing where they're like signing like records and stuff, and the whole band was wearing this shirt.
That's awesome.
And then I got this one. It's this is from their first album. It's '97. Got some crap on it. single stitch on the Onita Power
Yeah.
Pro. So yeah, this is from their first album. Like this is like right after the band that became Queens of the Stone Age broke up. They're called Caius.
Okay. That's a crazy graphic too.
Yeah, really crazy. It's like very mystic.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like it's kind of like space, kind of crazy.
Right, I've seen a couple different versions where they have like a blue worked in there, but super hard to come by.
Yeah, for sure.
You got the Pantera. I got this from Vintage Hype, your buddy.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about those.
He came across some, and I'm like
oh, 5
shit.
of like Pantera, Soundgarden, like a bunch. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the only one I have left out of that. I rarely wear it because you know I got little kids.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Are you wearing drug shirts?" Like, and on the back it has like a bowl smoking in the back. It's still pretty cool. Not a huge Pantera fan, but couldn't pass that one.
Yeah.
Getting into the 9 Inch Nails. This is like a bootleg-ish one, but further down the spiral tour.
Nice.
I think Tony had this one.
Yeah.
He probably had all these though.
He's got a bunch of 9
Shout
Inch
out
Nails.
Tony.
Shout out Tony.
He's the real one with the 9 Inch Nails. Got this here locally at Picker Nose. $30.
Got that at Picker Nose?
Picker Nose,
Dude, what the
$30.
Don't tell the people, man. They got some.
I got this in a Lemon Heads for $60 for the two. So $30 a piece. It's one I've always wanted too.
What booth was that at? Was it a booth or was
it
it
was in like the middle section. I don't know. They moved the booth now.
Okay.
It's not there anymore, but they had like comics and like shirts hanging.
Yeah, I got. There's some slept on like tees there. I got the Destiny's Child wraps.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that there. I was like, do I grab it?
Yeah,
I was like,
I grabbed it, man. I was like, fuck it. Like, I mean, you never see like wrap tees like that.
Right.
But it's a weird place, man. You can find some stuff there.
You just never know.
Yeah.
Found some shirts pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
Another 9 Inch Nails 94 tour tee. It's pretty basic. I've had several of these. I had two at one time. One was like super faded.
Nice.
I think I gave that to Tony, I think. There's another one. The Now I'm Nothing shirt.
I've never seen with the puff
the
paint.
puff paint.
I've never seen that one. That's crazy.
It's kind of a weird print to wear. You know, like it rubs against.
It feels weird, like puff paint.
It rubs on your nips.
Yeah.
Kind of weird. You get chafed a little bit. This one. Shout out 515 Vintage. He got this and a bundle of shirts, and I was on his ass like every day. Like, hey,
what do you think about?
Let me get that.
Let me get that. Came up on like what was it? 12 shirts, like something.
Something like that, like 15 or 16. I think.
It's wild.
Right. Tony was after this one.
Yeah.
I thought it was a gone. Like it was a goner.
Did you get the day of the flea market, or was it after?
It was after. It was a couple days after. I got a couple. I think I got a couple Grateful Deads instead.
Cause he was looking at it that day. I remember because like it was at your booth, and then like I don't know, you didn't grab it, and then
I just had to have it. Obviously added to the collection. Pretty big 9 Inch Nails fan, especially back then. Another one, 515 Vintage, shouting him out. The original Sublime single stitch on the Skunk Records on the back.
Long Beach.
Just insane.
Yeah, that's wild.
This was he got this from the bins, which to me is just incredible.
Yeah.
Like how it made it to Iowa and then to the bins, just beyond me. Like all the original, like all the other ones are like reprints.
Yeah.
But this one.
The original Sublime.
No date. Like this is probably one that they produced themselves. Insane. Shout out the bins. I'm getting into the Grateful Deads now. These are all my wife's, by the way.
Nice.
Jamie.
Shout out Jamie. put in the collection? It's a family affair collection.
Yeah, it is. Like, she doesn't listen to much music, but she is a die-hard Grateful Dead. Jerry Garcia.
Yeah.
Anything to do with it. Yeah, I found this one in the bins for her. The Dancing Skeletons.
Nice.
It's probably her least favorite, though. She just, I don't know.
On the liquid.
Yeah, on the white liquid blue.
Nice.
There's another one that she got in a trade from, I'm blanking on his name, Gil or something like that. But traded him like a tie-dye Steve Miller band, I want to say, for this.
Wow.
It's a really good deal.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this is probably her favorite shirt.
Love that back graphic. The
Right.
spring tour.
It's got the terrapin, the dancing bears, and the crow. Yeah, it's pretty sick. And I got this one here. It's like the water drop. Got that from Vintage Cream. I don't remember what I traded in, but I think it was a Fleetwood Mac or something, which is...
Yeah, he's big into that. So.
Yeah, that's his thing. And he knew when he found this that I'd want it.
Yeah.
And another bin find. You can't really see it, but it's a Egyptian Grateful Dead print.
You don't see like the non-tie-dyes too often.
Right, and like the solid color like this, and like the graphic is just crazy. 78, Egypt.
It's wild.
It's when they played the pyramids. Well, you know, it's a remake.
Yeah. Still though.
Still. This one was actually mine at one time.
Now it's hers.
Yeah, now it's hers. We just confiscated it, but the Space Your Face 92 version of it.
Instead of borrowing like hoodies, it's borrowing vintage t-shirts
Right.
now.
Yeah, I think I got this for $25 on Etsy.
Nice.
Super good deal. And then just recently got this. It's the Fare Thee Well with the crying.
The crying school.
They put this out after Jerry Garcia died. It's kind of like a tribute to him. It's one that she's always wanted.
Yeah.
So that's like her guy. I more care for Bob Weir, but this one, it's like a space in the background with the bear. They call it the Zodiac bear. Pretty cool. Another bin find. This one right here, it's the other ones, which is like the other guys after Jerry died. It's like a 2000, but like the rose skull on the front with
rose
the butterfly.
With the butterfly, that's crazy.
She's had this twice now. She got another one and just wore it to death.
Yeah.
I actually sold that and then bought this with the money from the thrashed one.
Pretty much just a trade.
Yeah. And then like the tie-dye on this one is like more vivid than the other one was. But yeah, I found that at the bins.
Nice.
She wore it to death. Had to have it again. Got a few here. These are all from 515 Vintage. You got the dancing bears, just the basic row of bears.
Oh,
and
I
this
remember that
one, yeah, he found this at the bins.
Yeah.
Crazy. That day that he went and found it, my wife and I went, and she's like, oh, let's just go. There's no carts. And then like an hour later, he pulled this, and he's like, oh, yeah, found that today.
Yeah.
She's like,
it's always the worst, like when you go and then like you decide not to stay too long and then you leave and then you see like one of the homies post on Instagram just something. So the day you found like the Kerplunk tee, like I went, but then like I just kind of, I don't know, I think I got a call, I had to go somewhere or something like that, and so I leave and then like, I was like, dude.
Yeah, I came up that day, I was pretty happy with it. It's the first good thing I found in a long time.
For sure.
And then this one is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's White Sox and Grateful Dead, which is my favorite sports team, and then my wife's favorite musical.
Yeah, just together.
Act. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I bought it for myself, a little too small for me, but yeah, she fits it. She loves it. Represents my favorite sports team. Can't beat it. But yeah.
Nice, man. That's the collection.
That is it.
Awesome, man. Well, before we say bye to you, well, first of all, I want to thank you for coming on, man. But I want to see your top 5 from Rack 2, since we got the top 5 from Rack 1. So let's get into that. Man, so we got the top 5 here from rack number 2.
Right.
So let's get into it.
Okay. Well, again, we got this one, the Oliver print Metallica. Just one that I've always wanted. I saw it on eBay.
Yeah.
The prices are crazy, and to get it from the bins, indirectly from the bins.
It's still from the bins, though.
Right.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And I put some love into it. Like I put some little repairs in
it.
Yeah. I got it re-hemmed, actually.
Oh, really?
Like, it was coming undone and starting to roll.
Yeah.
So I took it to a tailor and got it all fixed up.
Nice.
Just
some TLC into the Metallica.
Right, it's just one that I would never part with.
For sure.
Just too crazy. This one, the Sebadoh. It's just a band that, like, when are you gonna find Sebadoh stuff? Like, it doesn't pop up on eBay ever. To find it in the bins myself, in front of some other people that might have wanted it. I mean, it made it a little better, I guess. This one, I mean, it's probably my best 9-inch nails.
I just love that back, like, going down.
Right.
Yeah.
Just, it's one I've always wanted. And to get it from a buddy is pretty cool, too. This one, I mean, Sublime, it's one of those nostalgic bands for me. It brings me back to, like, 97, listening to that self-titled album, like, 1,000,000 times in a row. And to be, like, the original on the Skunk records, it's just crazy. How many remakes they've made of that.
Just a bunch.
Right.
To have the original, like, that's gotta be.
It's just one I'd never get rid of. Yeah. And then this one, like, I've had the tie-dye version of it, which is more common, but then, like, I saw this come up, I'm like, it's one that didn't get tie-dyed, so, like, I don't know, it's cooler to me. With the bright colors, like, for a Metallica shirt, like, you just don't see it.
And then that back with everyone, the whole set list of everybody.
Like, Ramones, when they're all alive, still, like, if anybody knows Ramones, like, they're all dead.
Yeah.
And then, like, Soundgarden, like, just a bunch of bands that I love on one shirt.
For sure.
Yeah, those are my top 5.
Awesome. Of Rack 2.
Rack 2.
Awesome. Well, we want to appreciate, you for coming on. Where can they find you at?
Digs4Fire on Instagram. Check out my eBay. Got tons of shit on
Shop
there.
with the man.
Yeah. Like, hit me up, tell me you saw the video, I'll throw you some deals.
Yeah, for sure. And what are you looking for to collect personally? Like, what can they hit you up on? Because we've had people in the past, actually get some deals through the videos and stuff. So.
You got any Pixie shirts? Hit me up. I'm always looking for those. Smashing Pumpkins, I don't have. 9-inch Nails, Metallica. That's basically like my forte.
Sure. Awesome, man. We'll appreciate you coming on, dude.
No problem.
Hey, I want to thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Uploading vintage content every single week.
You can follow me on Instagram at Rise Again Vintage. You can follow anything Rise Again Media related on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of that at Rise Again Create. I do want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.